Bubbling, here we go. I long.
Right. Now, try not to put any separation between the notes. You know, instead of so it's just this continuous flow there, all right? That's it. You know. Good. Already better. Now I still hear some singers, not many, trying to make a distinct start to each note. Don't do that. Each note, it just kind of, one note connects to the next. Now, here, there's no distinct start to any of those notes. They all just connect. Try one more time. Good. When you do this, what do you notice as you do this?
It takes a lot of air.
You can read more often, right? Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes as singers we almost like we sing to conserve air rather than sing to use air. We want to try and get through this length of phrase. We feel like we're not successful unless we can do it in one breath. But you know, we kind of had to deal. We had several things with the Northern Lights that we were talking about. One is to breathe as often as you need to be making a good contribution to the sound. So chorus phrases aren't necessarily designed for someone to sing the whole thing in one breath. You just have to be smart about sneaking out and sneaking back in. So yes, you probably need to breathe more often so you can use the air and contribute a better sound. Now, what happens if we go back to the beginning and we start bubbling, and every once in a while I'll say words and just switch right to words. Don't breathe in between. Just flip right over to words, and then I'll say bubble, and we'll just go back and forth. All right?
Yeah, love it. Bubble. And then switch over to words, and we'll sing all of that little intro. Words of the old emerald isle, and the people so grand to me. Each lad is the sun. Each lass a delight.
when you're singing other words that time as opposed to the first time you sang. You notice that
It's easier.
It came out.
came out easier,
Yeah, felt more forward.
or more forward.
I thought
Yeah.
I was singing right here, not pushing it out there, just.
There was a freedom, less work
Yeah.
involved in that. Yeah.
There was a break there, and I would question whether we wanna have that surest slide across in spring, or we wanna light.
Oh, the spot where you gotta stop and take a breath. Well, I would suggest, first of all, those things are all just kind of artistic choices, and they all can be made believable, right? And I think there's far more to lose by changing something last minute than to be gained by it. But long term, we might talk about that. Yeah, right now, I don't want to suggest any kind of changes like that. What did all of our expert barbershop listeners out here?
Wow, look at
What
that.
did you notice? You heard the before and the afters. What did you notice?
It's much smoother, more connect.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. One of the things I noticed at the very beginning when you were singing was I could hear there was attention to getting all the chords accurately, but there was a rough delivery. It was very bumpy, right? And that was much more smooth. So a whole bunch of things happened. It was a bit more robust in the sound, wouldn't you say? I mean, maybe a little louder, but more than that, it was a fuller sound. Right? Is that fair? You agree with that? And it was much smoother, much more connected. So part of that, I think, is, first of all, that bubbling exercise just kind of awakens resonators. So, and it encourages us to use the air more, but also encourages us to use the air in a steady stream without stopping, which is where all the bumps come from. Right? So, a whole bunch of great things happen when we do that, and that was already significantly better than the first time. I think you agree with that, right? Yeah. Boy, I really wish all of you were up here too, because on both sides of the course. I do want to say that you might be surprised to hear me say this as the head of the judging program. I think our judging and the attitude towards this has changed a lot over the years. So if any of you are not participating because you don't like the EDF contest, let me assure you that barbershop judges come to meet you where you are and just to help you enjoy barbershop more. Now, we go into evaluation sessions now, and I've reminded the judges over and over again, if the group doesn't want to get better, don't feel like you have to be the instructor and teach them. Just help them enjoy the whole experience of the convention. Because that's really what it's about. It's not a test to decide, what you should do, but if you do want to get better, we're going to try and help. If you don't, we're going to celebrate barbershop with you however you want. Alright? So I think it's less scary than it used to be. I'm very proud of our judges that take that attitude. So, if that plays any part in anyone's decision, I hope that you'll reconsider. If not this year, the next time. And I think you'll find it. Alright, so, but I got to call on you guys for some observations as we go along here, because this helps a lot. I mean, a whole bunch of other coaches. Just make sure you agree with me. Alright, good. Now, so keeping that in mind, so remember how it feels to use the air as much as this, and you might need to breathe more, and that's fine. Remember the sense of it being connected. You said it felt easier, and there's more flow to it, and they know there's more flow to it. Let's see if we can keep that in mind as we go all the way through. Let's start right where we, actually no, go back to the beginning, and then we'll carry those concepts forward into the rest of the song. I think we were uncertain how we were going to start.
Correct.
Considering somebody used the wrong word.
Oh, did you?
He's human, my God, he's human.
Some of us paid attention, some of us ignored it.
Okay.
One of our first years in international, we're in the final warm-up room just before we're going to go on stage, and I started to direct the wrong song. I promise you this is not going to happen. Talk about doing something to shatter their confidence.
Oh, man.
Anyhow, and this is a good spot for it to happen.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
what we did last time. So let's just bubble it a little bit. So I talked a lot in between. So let's just bubble a little bit and then we'll go back to singing the words.
And the people so grand to me. Each lad is a sight, and each lass a delight. Oh, what joy in that land across the sea.
Capturing that sensation now. Now, so we got 4 lead singers, and you're doing a wonderful job, and you're letting you do a wonderful job, but I hear a lot of you, I hear more of you than the other singers.
I'll go back there.
Oh! and you're singing a wonderful lead. Please, don't misunderstand me. But can we just not change anything other than just take that volume dial, just turn it back a little bit. And maybe the other lead singers just take your volume dial and just turn it up a little bit, just so we can get a little bit more of a unified mix of these things. All right, can we go from When Irish Eyes?
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring in the hills of Irish laughter.
Nice. I mean, I don't hear you at all now, so I wonder if maybe you can dial it back a little too much. We want you contributing fully. It's a bit of a tightrope, right? You've got a big voice. You want everything you can offer without it.
But it's a chorus, not a quartet.
Give just a little bit more.
Okay.
And great job for the lead singers, because that helped just make it all blend. We'll start over.
What do we got, 3 leads, right?
I think it's 4.
Okay, I keep forgetting.
Four.
The tenor singing lead.
4 minus 1.
Yeah, and we'll have Randy too. Okay.
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring in the hills of Irish laughter.
So we'll continue on. That brought a little bit too much more back into it. Let's step back a little bit where you were, because you did a wonderful. Did you feel like you were singing like the previous time? Like you weren't like this kind of male, right? You were still singing. Yeah. So let's go back to that. Because that was great. I wanted to see if we could add a little bit more and without it sticking out. That's great. Okay. Now, so we have some more smoothness as a result of the bubbling exercise. But I think it's still going to be more smooth. So what are some ways that we can achieve that? Can you think of any things that coaches or people have asked you to do? What are you doing right now? What are you doing?
I'm laying the notes down. I'm not thinking of them this way. Painting, you know, like.
Yeah. Have you done that sort of thing?
Yeah.
I have.
We haven't done it as a chorus. We haven't, moved physically done it, but it helps us move it on.
So let's do that. Because it's interesting the way the
I
brain
directed like that.
Me too. But so why would the director direct like that?
To help us get.
Right, it reminds you. The brain connects that. If you do a physical gesture that's smooth, it affects the way the music comes out of your mouth. Right? The brain just it transfers these ideas. So let's have all of you do that. Do something long and smooth. And if you want to think about it as if you're the director and you're trying to encourage your singers to sing a smooth line, think about that. What would you do if you were the director and you wanted your chorus to sing more smooth? To go from, when Irish acts. Good.
Get a window, find a window. Make a window. Gotta see the director, there you go.
Well, for now at least.
Until people start moving.
Well, yeah.
Here you go, pitch.
In the lilt of Irish laughter.